Oh man.
We're 150 for 75 Whiskey, and we're hitting, I'd say, moderate turbulence.
There we go.
Did we get anything that's a little more direct or anything?
I'm gonna have to edit that out. Woo!
And we're out. Today we are in St. Augustine, heading back to Punta Gorda, but we've got lots of weather around us. So no lollygagging this morning. We got to get going, get up. We're going to try to fly around the weather, but we'll talk about that in flight. Baron 3175 Whiskey with Tango. You pick up my IFR to Punta Gorda, Papa Golf Delta.
3175 Whiskey is clear to Papa Golf Delta. Radar vectors Ocala, Victor 157, Lakeland. Fly runway heading, maintain 2000, expect 8,000 in 10 minutes. Frequency 120.75, and stand by just a moment for the squawk code. Stand by.
I'm actually going to, while they have us on hold, waiting for her to come back, I'm actually going to give her, make my request, because actually it's not what I filed.
Number 75 Whiskey, squawk 0743.
Alright, clear to Punta Gorda, radar vectors Ocala, Victor 157, Lakeland, runway heading 2000, 8,000, 10 minutes, 12075 and 0743. But I'd like to make a request. I filed for Ormond Victor 3 Melbourne to stay east of the weather. Any chance you can coordinate that?
Number 75 Whiskey, stand by just a moment.
So how do I do the squawk? Is it up on this
Okay,
side?
so here, just press this 3 times. So the first time goes there, press it again, press it, and it goes there, and the third time. So
okay.
There you go. And then 0743. No, ident. There you go.
Oops.
And 0743.
And number 3175 Whiskey, change your route to radar vectors Ormond, Victor 3, Melbourne, Punta Gorda.
Radar vectors Ormond, Victor 3, Melbourne, Punta Gorda, 75 Whiskey. Thank you. That is mo better good. That is what we want. Oh look, it's actually some openings too. We might actually not even end up being IFR. You might be able to take off initially.
Oh, that's true, because we are going north.
We're going to go up and then left. Not going north, we're going south, but we're going that way and then
Well,
left.
right,
Yep.
but I'm saying we're taking off north.
Yep. That might work out really good. Ground Baron 3175 Whiskey Atlantic with Tango, ready to taxi to 31.
75 Whiskey, runway 31, taxi Delta 4, Delta Bravo, cross runway 6.
Delta 4, Delta Bravo, cross runway 6, 75 Whiskey. You okay over there? Alright, we are clear left, we are clear right, and we are clear to cross. And you are a little wet. A little splash.
Wow. Because it like straight on my nose and splashed everywhere.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, so many things I could say. None of which are probably appropriate. Look at the new hangers.
No, they're pretty.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get in one.
Yeah. You're telling me.
Well, you're at least seeing people are in that
Yeah,
one.
well, they're supposed to shut this taxiway down for maintenance, and I think that's, after that's done, then I think they're supposed to go through the list, so.
Okay, let's try that again.
Let me do this. All right, we got blue over brown, 2998 times 2. Our heading bug, here, correct. Gauges are parallel in the green. Shove enough fuel for this flight. Flight controls are free and correct. Trims are set times 3, and electric trim is working.
3175 Whiskey, runway 31, clear for takeoff.
Runway 31, clear for takeoff, San Francisco. Alright, we are clear right. We are clear left. Alright, go ahead and put you on the yoke. Bring it back to neutral, which is about there. I know it'll get lighter as we start going. Alright, strobes are on, landing lights are on. The wind is really not much wind at all, so.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah. Alright, power is set. Fuel flow. Airspeed is alive. 84 knots, go ahead and ease back. And a girl. Positive rate.
Slow.
Get her up, no, you're good.
I feel like we're going so fast.
Yeah, just there's your heading. Just keep an eye on that. Right, we don't go any more than 10. Keep our speed. We want to be up at
5 Whiskey,
120.
departure, good day.
Over departure, good day, 75 Whiskey.
Frequency 124.9er.
No more than 10. You don't want to go high?
This is not actually doing anything.
It is, but that's why I hate that one.
Yeah, I can't.
Somebody else checked in. Who was that?
No.
Not us. Bring us 2500 RPM. Departure bearing 3175 Whiskey, 1000 climbing 2000, runway heading.
75 Whiskey, ready to contact just on the northwest side of St. Augustine. You can turn left directly. Let's go heading 180 for your climb and climb maintain 8000.
Left 180, 8000, 75 Whiskey, thank you.
Anybody else call?
Alright, so 180, which is good, and then 8000.
For 64090, we'd like to cancel the IFR, please. Stay with you for advisories and see if we can get a turn to the
180 and 5?
8000, 8.
You're going to turn to the right and go out.
So all the way over, just 180 is right there.
Yeah, I haven't.
That cell that's north of you is moving to
That is way too loud, there we go. So 180 and 8000, so there's a 180 there, but you also have 180 here, so there's your heading bug.
We just like cancel IFR.
Turn to your heading bug.
Get down a little lower. St. Augustine, they are IFR. We'll have to work on the transition.
I feel so lost with the new stuff.
I know.
I'm like, I don't know what to look at.
Yeah, well, you need to get
I know, and I'm trying to look at everything so that
Approach 127.
I say, okay, I know where I'm at here, but let me make sure
Right.
I'm here and understanding too.
Right, and that's what we got to get you used to is now my goal is to train you to be looking there.
06, approach 3.
Yeah, and then there's this.
Tower, give my base report.
Alright, so
There you go. So there's your 180, and then just keep climbing.
Alright, I'm at 38.
I'm pulling the mixture back to lean as we climb.
Whiskey, clear direct to Ormond.
Direct to Ormond, 75 Whiskey.
So direct.
Enter.
Enter. 164.
Right, so now you want to take this and turn this to 164.
4, okay.
Doing a fantastic job.
Feel like my eyes might as well be crossed because that's how I feel.
I gave you 8,000, didn't I?
Firm, 75 Whiskey.
Gear controls.
Keep your hands on it. Keep your hands on it. My controls.
I need to step back.
There you go. Keep pulling back.
Said not to pull back.
Well, I'm saying you need to keep letting us climb is what I meant. Sorry. Maybe clarify that. Well, so basically, I'm just trying to keep us below 10 degrees. So you actually have those lines there. They're just real small. They're much harder to see, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to upgrade to something like this, like the Aspen, because I wanted
A more definitive, prominent line.
I wanted basically more resolution, right? So I could see more.
Right. Because there's definitely glare on me right now, but when we were taking off, I could not tell where it was at all. I could feel that we were going way more than 10. But other than that, I'm not seeing it.
Daytona approach, bearing 3175, Whiskey 7000 climbing, 8000 request.
November 3175, Whiskey Daytona approach, Daytona altimeter 2999er, go ahead.
999er, and it looks like the weather is basically right over Ormond right now. I'm wondering if I could deviate to the east and go around it and then come back into Victor 3.
November 3175, Whiskey, expect vectors offshore. November 3175, Whiskey, turn left heading 125, vector for weather.
125, stand by Whiskey. Alright, 125. That should put us over here over the water.
Edge. Good little weather flight.
Oh yeah. Welcome to Florida in the summer.
And we thought we were going to get out early and get around everything.
Really?
Be able to take our time for
a change.
Even just an hour delay. Built this up like crazy.
Yeah, it did. Daytona bearing 3175 Whiskey, can I get 10,000?
Yeah, 3175 Whiskey, climb maintain 10,000.
10,000, 75 Whiskey, thank you. No reason to be sitting in it.
November 3175 Whiskey, safe flight conditions.
Just on top of everything in front of me, but not the stuff to the south of me yet, 75 Whiskey.
75 Whiskey ready.
Like we're not going to get above this right here, though.
Nope.
November 75 Whiskey, turn right heading 150, if unable, advise.
Currently IMC at the moment, but we'll turn to 150 San Whiskey.
5 Whiskey, that heading should keep you east of the precipitation I'm showing.
Roger that, San Whiskey.
I would like to take a moment to point out some of the serious limitations with ADS-B weather. Notice we were in IMC, and yet the ADS-B weather shows that we are clearly out in the open. That is because due to its inherent latency, ADS-B weather is a history of the weather and should never be used to penetrate storms. Instead, it should be used to see the big picture of the weather ahead.
Alpha 2 Charlie Tango, descend and maintain at 3000.
Once we get past this weather, I'm going to ask for any shortcuts we can get. See if we get anything that's a little more direct or anything.
There we go. Coming off the coast.
Yeah, we're right on the edge of this shit.
I'm gonna have to edit that out.
150 for 75 Whiskey, and we're hitting, I'd say, moderate turbulence.
75 Whiskey riding.
Oh man.
There we go. And we're out.
Well, that was interesting.
There you go. You said you wanted to feel what that was like.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah.
Out of all that, my coffee's the one that spills. My coffee's like here and full.
And Daytona Baron 3175 Whiskey. Looks like we just broke out of that. We can turn southbound whenever is good for you.
November 75 Whiskey, turn right heading 190.
190 75 Whiskey.
Oh,
November 5 2 Charlie Tango, area of light to heavy precipitation, 12 o'clock, 15 miles. Area is 40 miles in diameter, moving northeast. Contact approach 125.8.
that's a good shot of the wing.
Oh, yeah.
Getting that.
Yeah, high that stuff is. And to approach Baron 3175 Whiskey 1010,000 on a 190 heading with request.
3175 Whiskey Orlando, approach level Timber 3000 request.
Alright, 000, and we just got past all the weather. I only filed Victor 3 Melbourne just because of the weather, so if I can get any shortcuts direct Punta Gorda, that would be most appreciated.
3175 Whiskey, you're clear Punta Gorda Airport via direct Mallet. After Mallet, direct, maintain 10,000.
Direct Mallet, direct, and 1010,000, Simba Whiskey, thank you.
Whiskey, read back correct.
Alright, so direct Mallet, so we gotta go to Mallet. So, oh, there's Mallet right there.
Okay.
There's Mallet.
Direct.
Direct. Enter, enter. And then we can go ahead and clear out the rest of these right here.
Alright, I'll do that.
So.
Clear, clear.
And Melbourne can go away. Boom, there we go.
KD. I'll go
Perfect.
here again. Direct, enter, enter, just cause. Alright.
Yeah, and GPS steering. And now take us direct Mallet.
Cool.
Sweet.
So I still don't know the difference between which one I'm supposed to be turning at what time.
So, this needle right here is the course needle. That's for navigation, right? That's telling you where this line is.
Okay.
That's the course needle. So if someone tells you what heading to fly, you turn the heading button.
We're complete, return back to Tampa Executive.
If we're
If they're saying go to a waypoint.
No, if they tell you go to a heading, turn right.
If they're saying go to a waypoint, that's when I change the needle.
Correct. So when you come here and you hit direct, enter, enter, it shows you desired track is 202. Right?
Then that's when I change the course
That's
needle.
the needle. We want the needle on 202. Because what that'll tell us is what happens is this is set to 202. And then when we get off course, that needle starts to move, telling you that you're off course. So if it's not a straight line like this, then you're not on course. You're not on this magenta line right here.
Okay.
All right. So basically, once you set this to 202, that magenta line, if that starts moving to the right, it's as if the magenta line, if we're here and the magenta line's there. That means we need to turn towards it to get back on the magenta line to get it centered again. Right? And vice versa. If it's turning here, then that means That's what we need to do. Does that make sense?
Yes.
A little
So it does a little bit more. So that's why I'm going to clarify with what I'm going to say.
Yep.
So when we get an IFR clearance and it says our waypoint is our course is our first waypoint or whatever is, let's say 100. But they say take off runway heading and we're at 310. That's when we put your heading at 310, but your course is going to go here. And then when they say direct
Right. So
waypoint, then you'll then put your heading bug on the course.
right. So in that example, exactly right. Your heading bug will be on the runway heading. That's what we're told. The course needle will be on the course to the waypoint. And so we're following the heading bug initially.
770 Orlando, departure for the contact, climb and maintain 167.
Not the course needle, but the course needle we set up so that way we know when it's time to turn, you know, where we are in relation to this. Because, I mean, we're spoiled because we have all these maps, right? But in the old days, we didn't have this stuff. So this is all you had to figure out what you were doing was this. So that would give you an indication of where you were in relation to it all.
Okay.
Right? So in the old days of VOR tracking,
2389, contact Jack Center, please 126.35.
if they told you fly direct to the Ormond VOR without GPS, how did you know where Ormond VOR was? Well, what you would do is you would turn this needle until it's centered up. And once it's centered up, you go, oh, that's direct, 15, and then you would turn to 150.
Okay.
That make sense?
Yeah.
So we are currently cruise level 10,000 feet.
Air 728 Romeo Sierra, descend and maintain 7,000.
We have an indicated airspeed of 155 knots. Outside temperature of 14 degrees Celsius, which is giving us a true airspeed of 185 knots. But we're only getting a ground speed of 171 because we've got some strong winds off our right. So you can see that they gave us a route, the direct to Mallet. The reason I did that was to keep us out of the Orlando Class Bravo airspace. I mean, we go into it, but it keeps us out of the approach and departure corridor. So for them, that's, I think, a safe routing.
Boy, it just got like really cold. Look at that.
You got chills?
Yeah.
They multiplying?
Sure.
You're not losing control, are you?
Don't I always lose control? Do I ever have control?
Yeah.
5 Whiskey, what was your last clearance? I'm showing you should be Victor 3 Melbourne.
Negative. I was given Mallet direct.
3175 Whiskey, roger, VFR traffic at Erie 1130, 10 miles northbound at 10,500 indicated.
Roger, looking 75 Whiskey.
How far out are they?
That's him.
Okay, so they're about 5 miles out. Who's gonna spot them first?
United 517, contact Jack Center 126.35.
I say that.
Oh, we're doing that?
I say that and it's gonna be you.
Hi, 5 miles.
Traffic. Hi. 11 o'clock.
That's the active traffic you're hearing.
Traffic 10
November 52 Charlie, Orlando.
2 miles.
Man, I do not see him.
The closer they are, the harder they are.
3175 Whiskey, traffic no factor.
No factor 75 Whiskey. You can see, there it is right there. I win.
I can't see.
I win.
I can't
I win.
see.
I win. I win. I win. I win.
Only because she
I
said
win.
no factor.
I win.
Don't
Because
win.
she said no factor, I win? No, I saw him.
Don't win.
The bet was not
You don't win
factor,
nothing.
no factor.
Nothing.
Well, we've talked briefly in previous videos about some of the avionics. We've talked about the Aspen, and I've hinted on some of the upgrades with the JPI and the 540 and the active traffic and what have you, and the Alpha Systems AOA and the size gauges. But one of the things I really want to emphasize a little bit is the panel that A&J Aviation made and some of the attention to detail that went into it. So we worked together on all this, you know, back and forth with the plans, and this is kind of what we can, this is what we came up with for the panel. And so I wanted to show you some of the detail.
9,000.
So if you look here, we had moved my headset mics over here. They used to be down actually down between my legs, and it had to come all the way across, underneath and up, and it was kind of convoluted, worried about tripping on it. So I removed them here. We have all these additional switches that we kind of neatly put on the side here. Avionics switch. There's a switch for the Aspen. That chooses different sources for that feeds the Aspen for the which IFD, the 550 or the 540. So this is all kind of avionics based. Then up here we have my radar altimeter, my low thrust detector, and the electric trim. So I kind of mounted that way for a reason. And then the autopilot, which has always been over here. Now something that's new, well, new to you guys seeing it, is this is the radar altimeter. It used to be down here, and I moved it up here where my vertical speed was because I get vertical speed on the Aspen. So, so now that's a little more in my view. And the radar altimeter serves many purposes, some of which is decision height, knowing you're high above the ground, and when you're in a mountainous area or even just somewhere that's not sea level, it's also a good reminder of how high you are above the ground, when, especially being a Florida guy, which is all sea level. So that comes in pretty handy. We moved my instrument gauges, the suction in front of me. It used to be all the way over here to the right, and that was totally out of my view. We couldn't really see it. So now it's in front of me. But the only thing that really runs on suction anymore is my de-ice boots and Kim's attitude indicator. But otherwise, I could lose my suction, and I don't lose my primary, which is the Aspen. And of course, being a twin engine, I have 2 vacuum pumps, so there's that. Here's the other CDI needle. So I got a second CDI needle. And then of course here is my JPI, and then my lights for the alternator and the lamp test. Above me right here, this is a this is a digital gauge that is designed to be a backup. If for any reason this gauge were to go dark on me, then I would have the information right here in front of me, and as you can see, there's a manifold pressure and there's the RPMs. So it's a redundant source in the event the screen ever goes dark in flight, since all my gauges are on here. Plus we moved I got the 550, no more, my radar is down here, no more transponder, that's now remote, so you can see it comes up in here. So we freed up some space for there, and eventually I hope to get rid of this old CRT tube and get a digital radar, which will display in here. Oh, also before I forget, here's some more of my anti-ice fluid and my de-ice pressure for when I actually run the boots. It's summer, so I don't have any anti-ice fluid in here right now. You gotta kind of clear through that, because it does go bad after a while, so it's time to refresh that. So I went ahead and put in front of Kim, gave her her own attitude bug, and I put my HSI, which I no longer need, I put that in front of her, which should help her. Now getting back to some of the detail that A&J did, since we pulled all these gauges away, we created a little cubby here. And so inside the cubby, we've done several things, one of which is my air text. They created a little sliding compartment for it, so I can actually just slide it in and out, which is real nice, real easy, so I have a place for it instead of me trying to cram it somewhere. And in here we're going to put some USB plugs and some mini plugs for my audio. And then if you come down here, I've got a little glove box finally, and look at this detail. They etched in Baron Pilot on here, which is so awesome. And then here is the glove box, which is controlled by a magnet, and you just put it in. So these wires are here right now because was real quick running the cable. I didn't have a chance for this flight to neaten it all up, but normally this sits closed and it looks good. So that's the kind of detail that A&J put into this panel, and that's the kind of detail that they put into their work. So if you're in the market for something, give them a call, check them out. There'll be a link in the description below, and you can always follow them on Instagram at ANJ_Aero. And they don't put a whole lot on their Instagram, but it's a great way to bookmark it and go back for later if you're not in the market now, but you might be in the future, to give them a shout. Well guys, if you like these videos, as always, hit that thumbs up and subscribe button. Biggest compliment we can receive is your subscription to the channel. If you don't already, be sure to follow us on Instagram. You can follow me on Beach Baron Pilot, Kim at Flying SIC. I'm sure you all know that by now, but And be sure to stop by the Baron Pilot Shop at baronpilotshop.com. Easy enough to remember, and you can pick up things like the Beach Life merchandise and Baron Pilot swag and all kinds of good stuff, jet shades, and the store is constantly expanding. We've got non-Beechcraft related stuff, social distancing stuff, all kinds of stuff, and so if you want to support the beach life, you can do it there and find all kinds of good stuff, like even this little buzz muff with the beach life on it. So there's all kinds of goodies and stickers, and put on your car, beach life reversible sticker.
Decal, yep.
Decal, yep. So all kinds of good stuff. So be sure to, if you haven't already, go ahead and check out the website, baronpilotshop.com.
You wanted my long hair.
Yeah, so I can control you with it. See?
Aircraft calling, I'm not familiar.
Now you gotta obey.
Don't break it. Don't mess it up. My hair's so gnarly from the rain.
So gnarly.
It's gnarly. Got like a weird kink in it.
East of LaBelle.
I am northeast of LaBelle, correct.
Contact Flight 2.45. Number 3175 Whiskey, descend and maintain 3000.
3,000, Senpai Whiskey. $3,000 is set. Bringing the power back, so slowing down a little bit. Since we're gonna start going through some of these clouds. Fort Myers approach, Baron 3175 Whiskey with Zulu 3000, request 20, right at the bases, request 2,500.
3175 Whiskey, Fort Myers, switch flight altimeter 3000, descend and maintain 2000. When able, proceed direct ERVA for the RNAV runway 22 approach. We'll get you set up for the straight in.
2000 direct ERVA, 75 Whiskey. Alright, down to 2000, pull the power back. Direct ERVA.
3175 Whiskey, you are 3 miles from ERVA, cross ERVA at or above 2000, cleared straight in RNAV runway 22 approach.
ERVA at above 2000, cleared RNAV 22 approach, 75 Whiskey. Alright.
We'll be turning south-southwest bound soon for the base.
Alright.
3175 Whiskey, contact Punta Gorda Tower, good day.
Over tower, good day, 75 Whiskey.
Here, alright, over the tower.
Yep. Tower, Baron 3175 Whiskey, RNAV 22. There it is, right in front of us.
3175 Whiskey, Punta Gorda Tower, welcome. I'll be landing clearance a little closer in.
There it is.
Hello, home.
Home is where we are when we're together.
Yes. You are my home.
So you can see here, it's all loaded up. It's in approach mode. I'm actually going to go ahead and bring this over to the localizer, put the autopilot in approach. Alright, below 154 knots, let's go flaps approach. Trying to see how well this old Century 3 autopilot tracks this. Lights, loop, and localizer are live. And here comes intercept, gear going down. And you can feel it nosing over.
Back is getting a workout today.
5 Whiskey, runway 22, cleared land, wind 2708.
22 clear land, 75 Whiskey. Wind's off our right. Autopilot seems to be tracking a little bit. Right, of course. Approaching 500 feet, we are 3 green, clear to land. Go on flaps land. Autopilot's away. So it's tracking us slightly to the right,
500.
but that's that old autopilot. Woo! Felt that?
Oh, yeah, and I feel the float.
Yeah, the wind all of a sudden just gusted.
Yeah, it did. It was a good landing though.
75 Whiskey, turn right at Charlie, contact ground 119.55.
Right at Charlie, over to ground, 75 Whiskey. Ground band 3175 Whiskey is cleared 22 at Charlie for self-service fuel.
75 Whiskey, flight over ground, you taxi south ramp via Alpha Delta, cross 15 at Alpha.
Alpha Delta, cross 15 at Alpha, 75 Whiskey.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Ah, it's good to be back, thank you. Even if only for a day.
Oh.
Welcome to Punta Gorda. Hope you guys enjoyed that flight. A little bit of weather, a little bit of planning. Get to see the panel. Always, if you like these videos, hit that thumbs up, subscribe button. Biggest compliment we can receive is your subscription to the channel. And be sure to ring that bell for notifications.